right, down in the bottom left corner of Cloud Kingdom, it is Empire.Mista with a tall order in front of him. He's going to not only have to get through Jjakji, but also 2 other members of NSHoSeo if he wants to try and win this for Empire. And, of course, up in the top right, we have NSHoSeo.Jjakji, winner of that last game in just really quick fashion.
Yeah, some pretty critical mistakes that Mista, I assume, will not be going Phoenix first against Terran, especially Cloud Kingdom. Pretty big map, but not nearly as much of a macro map as in Tomb Valley.
Right, so Jjakji could actually do something similar to what he did last game. I mean, it worked so effectively, and I mean, he did that build not even knowing that there was going to be a Stargate and like a expand.
And I mean, he was probably thinking that he might kill the expansion, but not that he would just end the game there. I mean, he even expanded behind it. If it was a true all-in, he would have just, you know, gone with more than that. So it was just kind of a pressure build that was designed to contain/kill an expansion.
Super fast gas. Yeah,
gas first, actually, before barracks. So we are going to see some shenanigans. Whether this is Cloak Banshee or Fast Hellion or something else remains to be seen. I'd imagine probably Cloak Banshee with the gas that quickly.
I think you're probably going to be right. Hellions here. Hellions here would be, I mean, just as viable as the previous map, but still, he's already shown that look to Vines, and the Mista obviously was, you know, watching or at least heard about what happened in the game. In these, you know, team best of 9s, you usually have a lot of communication between games like that. So the Mista should be prepared for some kind of build like that. So Jjakji obviously will want to give him a different look. We have Mista actually scouting into his base right now, seeing that the gas is already
already done.
He doesn't know exactly when it finished, but he knows that it's already done before this barracks. That's the important part.
Yeah, and obviously he's not going to be able to see what comes next because the Marines are going to scare it off, and already upwards of 130 gas. Mista knows this is a tech-heavy build. Obviously doesn't know exactly how quick it finished. Wow.
Just instantly
plops on the factory, and I'm assuming we're going to see a tech lab on that. Yep. Oh, reactor actually.
Possibly going to go those
Possibly going to go Hellions again. Yeah. So
there's one thing he could do because the gas was faster this time. Get the starport up and just make a medevac. To go with 4 Hellions and try and just drop them into Cloud King, because look at all the area.
There's so much space.
The main is massive. He can actually drop just on the edge, and any Zealots or Stalkers that are already out will have to run this whole distance, but the Hellions can just quickly scoot into the mineral line. And this, I mean, it's not walled off or anything. He did a little bit of SimCity so that Hellions can't come in from the quote-unquote front by the ramp,
but the back wide open.
If he drops in the side, that they're just going to run right in. So that's a possibility. That's something I'm kind of looking at as a possibility. As he does get to switch around there, he does have enough gas for a starport.
I'm assuming we'll see it since he. Yeah, wow, that's really quick Hellions actually.
Any second now he could do it, or we could just see a repeat of the last game where he's going to maybe throw up a tech lab and get some concussive shells again. He keeps tabbing to the barracks but not actually doing anything with it, and no expansions from either player or anything like that. A couple more gateways.
Oh wow, a 3-gate expand. I haven't seen one of those in a little bit for Protoss against Terran. That's probably, and he actually has, I don't know if it's intentional, he actually only has 5 probes on gas right now.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, you're right. Only 5
so I don't know if that's intentional or not.
Okay,
yeah, so not intentional. But I'm assuming, 3-gate expand, and oh wow, so Jjakji, a little different look.
Yeah, no starport bunker at the top of the ramp, actually doing a full wall off with depots in case
I don't know what he saw that made him think that Mista was all-inning him, but...
Not sure, but hey, better safe than sorry. He can get these Hellions.
So he just got these 2 Hellions, and then he put the reactor back on his barracks.
Yeah.
Oh, and so he moved the factory over to the tech lab, decided he didn't want it, and
what
now...
will go here? He's going to build a starport directly on it? Oh, no, he's going to start rolling those Marine
Wow,
upgrades.
Okay, that's a lot of buildings swapping really quickly.
Right. Well, so it looked like he wanted to do something similar to last game. Instead, switch gears now, and he knows that he'll be able to expand sort of on par with the Mista, so he's going to go for a bio-heavy build now instead. He does have quite a few units already on the field, so it should be
that was interesting. Like, he had one play, and then he's like, oh no, he's all-inning me. I better switch it up, and he switches buildings. Like, oh no, he's not all-inning me. So then he went back to either what he was originally doing or something completely different.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. He flip-flopped around a little bit, but he's not behind.
No, he's not
much.
behind at all.
A little bit of supply, a few harvesters, but obviously Chrono Boost in the early game is going to make that difference. So yeah, both players still very even. He picked up 1 worker kill with these Hellions, but now it looks like they're both in potential trouble. No, they're way faster than that Stalker. They're going to get out just fine.
But he is getting good scouting information out of that. He sees the primarily Stalker army. Oh, wow, and that is super quick Robo Bay.
Oh, yeah, right after the facility got done. Huh.
Yeah, so that makes me think this is some kind of a 2-base all-in for Mista. Unbeknownst to him, Jjakji has a super early starport and is actually going to be able to get Vikings right when Colossus are coming out if he scouts it.
That's right. Well, the starport is actually his 5th production building, so not super early, because sometimes you'll see it as the 3rd one.
There's the 3rd one, yeah.
But yeah, he'll be prepared for that if he gets some Vikings out. But I was just noticing this pylon powering 5 buildings now. Yeah. That's always dangerous.
It's a Mista pylon.
Yeah, it is now. But, oh, big Bioforce, actually, a decent-sized Bioforce anyway, coming forward, taking over that Zelnaga tower. There is that Observer there, but I don't think he's going to waste the scan on that. Probably doesn't even have the energy for that, because I'm sure he's been muling on target every time. He does have Concussive Shell, does not have Concussive Shell or Stim yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's lucky that, or Mista's lucky that Jjakji does not have Concussive Shell, because he might have lost all those Stalkers.
Yeah, Mista's actually hanging in there quite well, but, you know, taking the big jump, basically, from Observer to Colossus. We'll see how that works out for him. He didn't build any Immortals with that robotics facility. Usually you squeeze out one just to, you know, just to have it in case a force shows up before your Colossus and extended thermal lances and stuff are done.
Odd build. It's 3 gateways, double forge, straight into Colossus. That's kind of risky. That's not a very large gateway backbone to support the Colossi, and that's a lot of units.
Yeah, and it's interesting you say that, yeah, because mostly because of these mass barracks that he already has, and he's churning out units like crazy. 2 of them are reactored, so he's going to be able to make a ton of Marines. Stim is already finished now. I'm surprised, actually, they didn't go for Combat Shield next, but Concussive Shell is obviously very valuable. He's only got that 1 barracks on a tech lab, so get Concussive Shell done, then I'm sure Combat Shields will start momentarily. +1 weapons on the way as well. Churning out those units. There's Combat Shield right there. So he's going to work on these destructible rods. Mista's already sitting,
not enough.
Waiting. Extended Thermal Lance is only halfway done, actually, so this could be really scary. All these units have to do is stim up and run right at that Colossus. Obviously, there are a few force fields available for the Mista. He's going to have to be pretty spot on with them and probably throw up a Guardian Shield if this actually happens in the next few seconds.
I'm very, very worried for the Mista. I do not think that is enough gateway units to protect that Colossus, and he is going heavy upgrades. Twilight Council now time to finish with his 1-1 upgrades to try to get 2-2 quickly. But okay, now Jjakji's loading up, and there is going to be a drop in the main at some point. He might get scouted by that Observer that is right there, however.
He sent the Hellion ahead just to do any spotting for ground units. The Observer is in perfect
and it is going to see it.
Yeah, but what is the Mista actually going to do about it? He's got 2 Stalkers waiting. Moves over to Colossus and warping 2 more.
So yeah, we will be safe from this drop.
He's got a bunch of units here too still, though. He could move up and split them up.
He also has that factory to spot what's in the front. The very, very good play by Jjakji right now.
Yeah, he could actually park it even a little closer and give some more vision. But I don't think Jjakji's going to drop here, because what can he see? He actually already sees all this. Yeah. So there's no way he's going to be dropping onto that.
Is that another drop moving across?
He did load up, yeah.
Yeah, so he's going to have... This is kind of the drop in one place, try to get people to overreact, and then drop in another place.
I don't know how this will work.
Yeah, I don't think this is a good play by Jjakji.
We'll see. I mean, he's going to kill some... No.
Lose a Marine. That's what he's going to do.
He's going to draw attention, but, I mean, Mista doesn't have any reason to respond
also,
to that.
Both these players are really committed to this 2-base, not even posturing at taking an expansion so far. And Jjakji could. Obviously, Mista is contained, but Jjakji's just not even going for it. Oh, wow. This is smart. He's saving Vikings and not showing them.
If he forms all up, if he gets everything together right now, I think he'd be good to press in there with the Vikings taking position, say, up here.
Yeah, that's a good
on the
place.
Colossi, and just stimming, waiting for force fields, like stim, run in, run back, stim, run in, run back. He's got way more units, actually, if we just look at a numbers perspective.
Wow, yeah, 12 Marauders or 14 Stalkers, yeah, 43 bio units.
43 bio units against, you know, just barely double-digit Stalkers
He does have 3 Colossi, but that's 6 Vikings, so...
Yeah. So Jjakji just macroing a hell of a lot better.
Oh, wow, and he stems up here to try to pick off the 3rd. He might... Nope, not going to get it.
Well, he does some damage, and he does draw the units over there, which is important, because now he could actually try and reroute, go back around, and figure it out. He doesn't have any mech or anything like that. No splash damage in this, but very, very high DPS already from these 1-0 Marauders and Marines. Does he have any upgrades yet? Yeah, he's got 1-1, so that'll help.
2-2 on the way.
Yeah.
But if he hits before the 2-2, that could be big. Ooh, wow, that's a lot of Colossus, though. Oh, I think he might have, yeah, that was a little overzealous blink. He's got to be careful with those stalkers.
Oh, another big formation. Oh, no, these are SCVs, so Jjakji's going for it now.
Bit by bit.
That's pretty crazy, actually, and another string of bio units are going to be showing up through this fight. So the SCVs are going to buffer those extended thermal lances from the Colossus for about 3 seconds.
Oh, wow, he shoots down the Observer. Very smart.
Yeah, very good kill on the Observer. So, oh, the Vikings are going to form up over that empty air there. SCV's already getting just wasted. There are some still standing, obviously, but they're there basically to repair these Vikings while they try and pick off the Colossi. Interesting positioning out of here. This is actually really weird, but I do like Jjakji's numbers still. Another Viking getting picked off. Here we go. No force fields dropped yet. Only a couple, and Jjakji's
oh, wow,
actually
he got the Colossus
side.
Basically for free right there.
Got a Colossus, baited some force fields. Didn't
oh, he's
really
going to get
anything.
another one.
Oh, another Colossus.
Blink
wow.
forward. And
another Colossus. There are too many Vikings here for these Colossi, and he is doing such a good job keeping his units out of range of that extended thermal lance while picking up all the Zealots in the front. There is Blink available, but now the Mista does not have his splash damage. There's still a ton of DPS on the ground here and 4 medevacs supporting. This looks really, really good for Jjakji, really, really bad for the Mista. These Vikings could even land at this point and just help sweep up. There's nothing left.
GG. And it looks like NSHoSeo is going to defeat Empire in the first week of their premiere, or excuse me, their contender division game.
Yeah, so IPTL contender